What's going on, guys? My name is Brad, aka iPod Memorizer 11, and welcome back to yet another Black Ops 3 post-game commentary. And today I'm going to be talking about the level 1000 grind, and is it worth it, and should you be doing it? So currently I am about level 620, I want to say, and I am ranked about the top 1500 in the world, I want to say. And obviously I play a bunch. I have maybe 18 days played, and that's probably the most time I've sunk into a Call of Duty game in like the same amount of time, which is pretty ridiculous for me, but I see no problem with that because I actually like the game, and if you like the game too, then there shouldn't be really anything holding you back on doing it. But obviously there's definitely a huge challenge in making it to level 1000. There's basically 950 levels you have to complete, and if you didn't know already, every level that you complete is basically the same as going from level 55 to your next prestige level. So obviously there's a huge road ahead of you, and I know there's been at least a few hundred people that have reached level 1000 already, whether it be using the uplink Ripper trick or spawn trapping in like Dom or something. But honestly, I don't really want to be like one of the first few to reach level 1000. I just want to reach it. There's really no timeline for me completing it. I'm just playing whenever I can, whenever I feel like it, and that's usually a lot anyways, but still, I don't really have like a time goal to reach because I don't really plan on getting Infinite Warfare for Infinite Warfare. If anything, I would be getting it for COD 4, so, and I think a lot of people would be on that boat too, so even if you don't reach like Prestige Master, whatever Prestige level, what have you, you still have basically another year to complete it if you're not going to play Infinite Warfare like I am. So, anyways, I'm pretty sure Treyarch did not plan on people reaching level 1000 this early. That's why they made it like a huge grind, but people did it anyways because there are people that like being the first to everything in the world, which is completely fun. What I like about them doing like the level 1000 just straight grind instead of like adding prestiges is that my stuff doesn't reset, and that's the problem with stuff in like MW3 or even Advanced Warfare. Even if I didn't play that, they kind of have like the same system. When Infinity Ward added in the extra prestiges from 11 to 20, I didn't really enjoy that. I prestiged once to prestige 11 just because I could, and I liked the emblem, but there was no point afterwards because it was basically the same icon, but just with a different Roman numeral on top of it. And the fact that you had to basically get all of your stuff over and over and over again. There was basically, you only could bring over one thing, and you had to unlock all of your weapon levels. And I know Treyarch doesn't do that in their games. You still keep the same weapon levels, but you still have to unlock stuff, and that's really not that fun. I like having everything unlocked, and I get to use whatever I want, and that makes the game a lot more fun for me, in my opinion. If you saw my last combat record video, which I know is a couple months old, you saw that basically all of my guns were in like the same range of kills. Like it was usually around the 2000 to 2500 kill range. That's where like 80% of my guns were. And my best advice for you is to try and keep the game fresh. Currently I'm going for the 100%er multiplayer challenge completion. And although that's like super rage-inducing, and that's really kind of taking away from earning XP on a regular basis, it's keeping the game fresh for me, and although it's keeping me out of my comfort zone, it's keeping the game, it's moving me out of TDM, and it's moving me into like other game modes like Demo or CTF or even Hardcore Dom for thermite kills, which I recently just completed, thank God for that, but I still have a long way to go for playlist wins, which is not going to be fun, to be honest. But even so, even if you use like a different gun, like the Razorback instead of the Kuda or the VMP, then you're doing something new. You're trying new things, and it's nice to keep a nice balance, because if you're going to go for 950 levels, then you're not going to have very much fun if you're going to try the same thing every game, which I don't understand why people do the Ripper ball trick in Uplink, because it's basically the same thing every game. You're just spawn killing people and using the same gun to try and fight for the ball. But that's them. They can do what they want. And honestly, you probably should not go for level 1000 if you're not going to like the game or you're not like a perfectionist. Personally, I like being like the max level. Besides like MW3 or Black Ops 1, where I only went to 14th and 11th Prestige. So, honestly, if there was no point to those games, because when you reach 15th in Black Ops 1, then you're not really going to get anything new, because 14th you unlock gold guns, and 15th you didn't really get anything else besides like a title or calling card or whatever. And the same thing went for MW3. There was no point in trying to reach 20th because it was basically the same thing over and over again, but just with the different Roman numeral on your icon. So in this game, you get different prestige icons from different Black Ops games. I mean, that's a nice little incentive. I would hope that they would add like supply drop weapons as incentives along the way. Like every 200 levels or so, you get like a weapon bribe or something like that, because 200 levels is quite a long time. Like, for the average player, it would probably take like a few months to reach a couple hundred levels. That's where I'd put it at. So, definitely just space it out, and if you're not getting Infinite Warfare again, just, if you're going to play Black Ops 3 again, then there's really no worries, because I'm sure a lot of people are going to be back on Black Ops 3 once they realize Infinite Warfare is garbage. And honestly, the biggest benefit to it is double XP weekends. I play TDM a lot, so I earn about 10,000 XP a game, so that usually takes about 4 to 5 games to level up every single time. And with double XP weekends, it just cuts it in half, obviously. So you can rank up a bunch using double XP weekends, and the good thing about Treyarch doing that every weekend is that you get to level up really quickly, which is basically the only reason why I'm level 600. Like, if they went the same rate of double XP weekends from Black Ops 2, where they did it only like every holiday or DLC release, then yeah, I would probably be stuck somewhere around the 300s, but double XP definitely helps a lot. I hope they continue to do it next year, when I'm still predicting that they're going to have like a solid player base even after Infinite Warfare releases, kind of like how Black Ops 2 did when Ghost was released. But just be sure to take breaks along the way. Play Zombies too, because Zombies is also fun. I am 3rd Prestige in that, and it's nice to take breaks every once in a while, and there's really no goal in trying to reach level 1000 first, because there's at least a few hundred people ahead of you. So, anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed this and took some advice from this, and next time I'm going to talk about the 100% challenge, because I'm sure a lot of people would like to hear that, and there's definitely only a few people that have achieved it. So anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.